Hey everyone, Mabel here from Girls on the Money, and I'm back with a new video. I wanted to answer some of your questions. So a while ago, I had on my stories on Instagram, asked me a question, and my intention with that was to do a video answering those questions. So thank you for those of you that sent me the questions. Thank you for being patient as I finally got around to doing a video. I have them here on a post-it note. There's a lot of questions, so I'm not going to answer all of them in one video. I'm going to do different videos answering the questions, but I'm just happy to finally get to it. So just a heads up, if you're an experienced investor out there, if you know this your stuff with investing, these are for beginners. My content is for beginners, so for people that are just getting started with learning how to invest and are searching for information. So I hope that you don't get bored if you are an experienced investor, but this is for my beginners. So the first question I want to answer is, a company going public, what does that mean? And how do I benefit from it? So a company going public, the formal name for that is an IPO, initial public offering. And that just refers to the first time that a company decides to issue pieces of itself, pieces of the company for the public. So when you buy a stock, you are buying a piece of a company. You are a part owner of a company when you buy stock. So going back to when a company goes public, that is when it says for the first time, hey, we need money to fund our projects, to grow the business, to maybe build new products, build new services, build new buildings, whatever. We need money for that. So instead of going to a bank and getting a loan and going through that whole process, we want to give the public, people like you and I, the opportunity to buy a piece of us so that we can get that money so that we can continue to grow our business. So that is essentially what an IPO, initial public offering, is all about. So how do you benefit? First of all, I do want to say that I do not personally invest in IPOs. When a company first goes public, it's extremely risky to invest in it because you want to find out first and foremost, why are they going public? There are there could be two different reasons why. One, like I said, they are thriving and growing and they need more money to continue doing that, continue thriving and growing. And so that's a good reason to go public, right? They're growing and they want your help. Fine. There's another reason why some companies go public is, they're not profitable and they have a lot of investors, private investors, that want their money back. They want to see the return on their investment yesterday. So they tell the company, hey, you need to go public because we want our money. We want to get, a return on our investment that we gave you when, as a private company. So you better go public so that we can get our money. So in those circumstances, I do not feel comfortable investing in stocks that go public without being profitable, and that they're going public because they're getting pressured by insider private investors to get their money back. So it's very simple to find out why a company is going public. If you read the S1, it's an official document, S1, that companies launch or make public before going public. Being redundant, but anyway, it's a document that becomes available, that you can read, that you can find online before a company goes public, and you can read on whether or not they're profitable or not. And you can read what do they plan to do with the money that comes in once they become public, from investors, from people that buy their stock, like you and I, we had the opportunity to buy it. What are they going to do with that money? So you want to read into that, and a lot of easy way to prevent yourself from headaches and losing a lot of money is be very careful with investing in IPOs from companies that are not yet public. I am not a fan of that. I've never done it. I like to, if I really think a company is a good one, I stay on the sidelines and I wait maybe a year or two. I'm not kidding. I wait because if a company is going to be a good one, whether I bought it on the first day or not, is irrelevant if it's going to be good for the long term. But then if you are somebody that's trading that maybe wants to make a quick buck, which is something I don't do either. I don't feel comfortable trading. I do not buy stock. I don't buy a stock today and sell it tomorrow or sell it in 2 hours. I don't do that. I hold on to my shares for years. But if you are a trader and wants to make a quick buck, you might be tempted to buy an IPO and just like figure out when to sell so that you can make your money back. You know, that's on you. I don't do that. I don't recommend that. It's extremely risky. But yeah, that is what an IPO is. An IPO is when a company goes public for the first time. And I personally do not buy IPOs. You can benefit over time, you know, if the company turns out to be profitable, but then you have to be okay with the crazy fluctuations that come from companies when they first go public. You know, you might see them shoot up, like many of the stocks that we've seen recently that, you know, they shoot up and you're like, whoa, like I should have bought on the first day. But then there's companies that just flop and they just don't do anything, or they just stay stagnant. So you have to, when you buy an IPO, you have to be okay with that uncertainty and that risk, and that is usually why I stay away. I like to sleep well at night, and I like to invest in companies that are already profitable, are solid, and that I feel confident that are going to make me money over time. All right, that is it for the IPO video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.